Looking for a new career? Welcome to Do HVAC Training Service Center in North Charleston. Enroll today in our comprehensive HVAC training hands-on field experience-based program, covering troubleshooting, maintenance, installation, and more on various HVAC systems and ductwork. We offer EPA and NAEP preparation and testing, along with various certifications. Enjoy payment options. Achieve certification in under 5 months. Enroll now for your new journey of skill development and career advancement. Log on to DEWHVACTrainingSC.com to inquire.
Deep underground, the Jelly Belly factory, BB is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?
Quit being mad at me and just love me again.
On this episode of The Commercial Break.
Yeah.
And he even fucking broke a leg and he's still kicking ass. They were wheeling him around the stage and he's still fucking Zach De La Rocha. But now there's all these pictures showing up with Guy Fieri in the crowd, rocking out.
He's a fan too.
Killing in the name of Flavor Town, Gut Burger, fantastic. It's like, I don't know how to feel about this. Krissy, would you like me to demonstrate? Would you like to be my partner today?
Well, let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
Brian, we'll
Talk to Jeff.
Get back to that. Yeah.
Talk to Jeff. Explain to him that this isn't about sex. It's about exploration. Tell him you'll be a better lover if you can be with better lovers. That's what I always say. Just imagine your favorite ice cream, whatever your favorite ice cream is. Puppy breath and the smell of a new car. Just imagine those 3 things together.
Aww.
The entire time we're in the studio. That's what it's like sitting next to Krissy Hoadley on a daily basis. I'm contractually obligated to say that.
The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
Welcome back to another episode of The Commercial Break. I'm Bryan Green. This is my dear friend, Kristen Joy Hoadley. Best to you, Krissy.
Best to you, Bryan.
Oh, the sly best to you, and best to you out there in the podcast universe. How the hell are you? Thanks for joining us on yet another episode of this, The Commercial Break. It's not for everyone, but fact, news, or fiction is guaranteed in 15 seconds or less, or your money back. Go to the brand new tcbpodcast.com to collect your winnings. I'm here. You had that sly best to you. You were like, best to you, Bryan. You're trying your best to Rachel McGrath. Best to you,
That's
Bryan.
Right, that's right.
We have a friend who's like a very famous voiceover artist. She's been on the show a couple times. And Rachel will, she has the most amazing voice.
It really is.
It's amazing.
It's so unique.
It's like sexy and silky and smooth, but it can be aggressive or it can be gentle or it can be kind. She's really a vocal artist.
She is.
Which a lot of these voiceover artists can be. But she's one of the best in the business. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I've always found a little bit disarming about knowing Rachel is that, I'll talk to her on the phone or you'll see her in person or whatever, and then you'll be at a fucking Walmart in like the middle of nowhere, and it'll be like, save 15 cents on,
yes.
Vagisil today on aisle 4. You're listening to Walmart radio, and it's your friend.
Yeah.
It's your friend Rachel.
I know. I just heard her on TV the other day.
I heard her on TV too.
And she does all the Sirius XM stuff.
Oh yeah, it's so. I told this story many episodes ago.
I know her.
I know. But I was in the middle of
the gas station.
I was in a fucking drive in the middle of Florida, like nowhere Florida, which is a lot of places in Florida. When you think of Florida, you think, if you don't live there or live in somewhere where you go to Florida a lot, like Georgia, you think of Florida as sexy Miami or, Jacksonville Jaguars or, FSU
beautiful
games.
Beach.
Beautiful beaches, sexy women.
But it's not all beach.
But it's not all beach. As a matter of fact, the majority of it is a fucking swamp.
Middle part of it.
It's the middle part of it is nowhere. And there's large swaths of nowhere. Even around the big cities, there's large swaths of swampy nowhere land.
Yeah, you get out of the city and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. And so, as a guy who goes to Florida a lot, I know a lot of the back roads to take to get off the highway. And so I'll take these back roads here and there.
I love your back roads.
I love my back roads. Back road driving is the only way to go. Let me tell you why. Because of fucking trucks, man. And I love my truckers. And it's...
Absolutely.
I think it's one of the great American
everything
professions.
That we have without it.
That's right. It's one of the great American professions, and they should pay those guys and girls more so we had more of them. But I hate driving around them because two trucks stuck by next to each other, and then they start playing this fucking game. How far can we back up traffic until we actually pass each other? It's a game that they play, and I know that it is because I would play it if I had a truck. I play it with my own car sometimes. It's pissing me off.
I used to get the honks when I would drive by.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore.
No, they don't do that anymore. They're afraid to get shot.
Yeah.
So I go down these back roads one day, and I stop and I forget what I'm doing. I'm going to a business meeting or something. And I stop at one of these gas stations. I mean, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like the only gas station for 30 miles in any direction.
That's true.
And I stop at this gas
It's
station.
been there for 100 years.
It's been there for 100 years.
They pump their own gas.
Yeah, there's no credit card machine. You got to they trust you. Come on in and pay when you're done. Cash only because we never had a credit card machine. And they're still selling Coca-Cola in small little bottles. I mean, you know the kind of gas station I'm talking about.
Yes.
They sell Boner Spills 3000 behind the
Why, Bryan?
Why, Bryan 3000? I go in there. And I'm just shopping around. I'm looking for some snickety snacks I can eat. Yeah, some knickknacks, some snickety snacks.
Cheez-Its.
That's right.
Combos.
You know,
what's your favorite gas
road
station?
food?
Yeah, or just snack food if you have to go buy some. I'll give you mine.
Go ahead.
Jerky.
Okay.
Good beef jerky.
Okay.
Maybe.
I stay away from jerky.
Okay.
Well, if I'm in the car with other people, I stay away from jerky.
I like some good soft tender jerky. I have to really examine the jerky.
Yeah, me too. I don't like that tough shit.
No.
I don't want
to. No, because then you're like pulling out your teeth as you're trying to bite down.
You got to like suck on it like a lollipop to get it soft. It's gross.
And the good tender jerky. I'll go for some combos.
Combos
Cheez-Its,
are always a go-to.
Nuts, like almonds.
Yeah.
I like those wasabi almonds.
All right.
Wasabi soy.
I usually I'll go for wasabi nuts. I'll go for salt and vinegar anything. I'll do
salt and vinegar. I love
salt and vinegar anything.
Pringles.
Pringles.
Salt and vinegar Pringles. I just bought some of those the other day.
Pringles are good.
In the gas station.
I like, oh really? I like a good Kit Kat here and there. I'll eat a Kit Kat. You know that QT used to sell this granola mix, but it was s'mores granola mix. So it had absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever.
No, of course not. None of it does.
No, of course. And they used to sell it, and it was fucking delicious. But I noticed that after eating this for like, I would go and get it. I was obsessed with this granola from QT, and I would go and get it. And I noticed after like a couple of weeks of eating it, my teeth were starting to hurt because it was so tough to chew.
Right.
It was
Your
so
jaw
crunchy. My
was
jaw
probably
was hurting.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so I go in the gas station, and I'm shopping for my s'mores
You loved
snickety
Sour
snacks.
Patch Kids for a while too.
Oh no, not Sour Patch Kids.
Is the Sour Babies?
Sour,
something.
yeah, sour something. Sweet and you know those little mints that they give you in the round canister?
Yeah.
But like the one the top that you can flip.
Right.
I forget what it's called. But they made one called watermelon sours.
I have some in my purse right now.
Yeah, watermelon sours?
No, the mints.
Okay. They were fucking delicious.
They were.
And I had boxes of those things.
You tried to get
sitting
me
around.
on them one time. I was like, no.
Yeah, but then I found they had aspartame, and I was going a little crazy in the head sometimes. I wake up in the morning like having bad dreams and couldn't concentrate and couldn't get a boner. It was like things are going weird. I was trying to
cut those out.
I was trying to get to the bottom of it, and then I looked on the bag, and it's like 100% aspartame.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that can't be good
fake.
Going around the gas station looking for a fucking snickety snack. And I can hear this guy is preaching the Lord, like Southern Baptist, old white man, and God said the gays will set on fire, like the crazy guy,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I go to take a pish, and I go in and I go take a pish, and this guy's preaching. I can't believe what he's saying, and
Right.
and then your penis will fall off if you shall thou touch a woman in the wrong, it was like this whole crazy crap. And then the commercial break came on. You're listening to WYBY, Fire and Brimstone, all day long. And I was like, that's fucking Rachel. Yeah. That's Rachel. What is Rachel doing on this station? And I asked her, and she's like, I don't even know which stations I'm on. She's like, I have no idea, but sounds familiar. I think I did it. And I'm like, you have sold your soul to the devil, child. You got to start thinking about those commercials when you're saying them. Rachel, good old Rachel McGrath.
I want to tell you, we love her.
I want to tell you about an interesting story that I read just a day ago.
Okay.
I don't know what to think about this, but I'm gonna throw it to you.
Sounds
We'll see what
serious.
happens. It is kind of serious. You know that guy Fieri,
Of course.
Flavortown dude,
I love him.
diners, drive-ins, and dives.
He's very philanthropic.
He has this show, Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives, and everybody
and it's like
hates
the
them.
gut bomb.
Yeah, it's
tour.
Yeah, it's like, Diarrhea Burger 3000, right? Wherever they
it's so crazy, the stuff that they eat. I mean, it's like chili cheese, fries, everything's piled
wherever
on
they sell something that's sure to give you a heart attack, Guy Fieri is showing up in your local town. And then but the crazy, I read a story about this. Almost none of those restaurants ever close. And a lot of them are in bad financial shape when he shows up because the Guy Fieri touch is in full effect.
Yeah, it is.
If you are on Guy Fieri's show, your
People
show
will
is going to explode. He used to spend 2 or 3 days at every location, getting to know the owners, really doing his homework, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Now he shows up like a prince, like the Prince of Abu Dhabi. He shows up, he spends 5 minutes. Yeah, and there's a script and you have to stick to it. And Guy doesn't want anybody making a joke. He wants him to make the jokes. Like, he's a little bit of a princess, but he's got a formula that works. Okay.
Yeah, he does.
So I'm not going to get on the Guy Fieri hate bandwagon because it's already been done. It's old. Like, everybody knows it. What did the guy ever do wrong? He had a fucking Diners and Drives and Dives. And tell me you haven't watched 4 or 5 hours of that in a row.
Well, because they have them on marathon.
Of course they do. It's the most successful show that's ever come out of the Food fucking network, right? Yeah. But Guy Fieri is doing something that I don't know how to feel about this.
What's that?
Rage Against the Machine is on a tour.
Yeah.
You know that they showed back up after 15 years.
I love them.
Fucking A right, dude. Mm-hmm. That is that's like pure.
I saw them at Lollapalooza
rock
years
and roll
ago and loved it. Yeah.
They are the epitome of my generation's fuck you, man. And I mean, fuck you, the man, right?
Yeah.
And they were real, and they did the real
Zach
deal.
De La Rocha and Tom Morello, two of my favorites.
They would show up in fucking Wall Street and play concerts and spray paint things, and they would start riots, and they were the fucking badass rock and rollers. And now they're back. And I've watched some of their live footage, and they are better than ever.
Yeah.
And he even fucking broke a leg, and he's still kicking ass. They were wheeling him around the stage, and he's still fucking Zach De La Rocha. But now there's all these pictures showing up with Guy Fieri in the crowd, rocking out.
He's a fan, too.
Killing in the name of Flavor Town, Gut Burger, fantastic. It's like, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm feeling some kind of way because
I like it.
You like it? You like Guy Fieri at your Rage Against the Machine shows?
Why not?
Because Guy Fieri needs to do things like, open a shitty restaurant in Vegas.
No, I like that he's
Show up
out
at a
there.
Celine Dion concert and shake things up.
Celebrities, they're just like us.
Bon Jovi concerts. That's where Guy Fieri, I think, needs to show. If I saw a picture of him at Bon Jovi, I'd be like, those two made in heaven for each other. No. But the Rage Against the Machine show, I'm feeling a way about this.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, Krissy.
Anybody can be a fan.
You just don't understand the ramifications of this. Like, it's...
You can't control who's coming to the show.
You certainly can.
No.
You have like a Guy Fieri detector outside.
Not Flavor Town.
Come on through, sir. Come on through.
Not Flavor Town.
Come on through, sir. Come on through. Flavor Town. And then you just pull him aside and you say, Guy, I'm really sorry. You can't come into the Rage Against the Machine show, but we have Puddle of Mud tickets for you on this side, backstage and everything.
We'll agree to disagree on
I
this.
just feel I don't have anything against Guy. I wanted you to know that out there. I'm not going to get on that Guy hate bandwagon. When I think of Rage Against the Machine, I think of pure, unadulterated rage. That's what I think of, right? And I don't think of Guy as pure, unadulterated
Political
rage.
Statements.
Yeah, I think of creamy chili cheese dogs. That's what I think of with extra fried onions.
Yeah. Double fried chili.
Double bubble fart burger. That's what I think of when I think of Guy Fieri. But I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of his show over the years.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's great to have one in the background, too. If, it's a rainy day, you're at the beach, say, in Florida.
You have a whole...
Pop it on.
You have a whole...
It happened to me once.
About this.
No, it happened to me once.
Krissy's like, I like to draw a warm bubble bath and open the shades, look at the ocean, hear the waves, and turn on Food Network and watch Guy and his porcupine hair make another double bubble fart burger. I break out my Bryan 3000.
I was on a family trip, and we were at somewhere where it was raining, and so that was the least, that was the mindless thing that could be on in the background.
All right, just want you to know it's okay. Whatever fantasy you have is okay here. You're in the tree of trust. You're in the nest, the love nest. So if you have fantasies, I got some wild fantasies too. I could tell you about them someday.
Make no mistake, I have no fantasies about Guy Fieri.
I don't think you have to worry about anybody believing that.
I mean, it could be, it can be interesting to watch those shows because you're just incredulous. You're like, I can't believe people are eating this.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think that if you have Food Network on your cable vision or whatever, Cable Vision 3000 or whatever it is, and you haven't watched a Guy Fieri Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives marathon, you're basically not human. That's why the guy is so fucking popular, is because it's milquetoast. There's nothing threatening about the show. You can probably enjoy watching someone make yet another, cabbage and roast beef sandwich or whatever it is. You can figure that out. And you go, if I ever go to Rhode Island, if I ever go to Capicola, Rhode Island, I'm going to go to, Sal's Diner.
Yes.
It's like, I'm never going to go to Capicola, Rhode Island.
I just had a great idea. Why don't we make a bid to get his show onto our new streaming platform?
Mediocre Plus?
Mediocre Comedy Plus.
All your mediocre comedy. Extra. TCB Minus presents Mediocre Plus. Your favorite comedy. Extra milquetoast. Forget the laughs. You don't need them here. Mediocre Plus. Non-stop commercial break episodes, back to back to back. You know how they play DD&D all day long on Food Network? Mediocre Plus just plays TC and B all day long. You're gonna love it. It's something non-threatening. Don't worry, this isn't gonna keep you awake. Trust me, it's the best podcast to sleep to. We already know that.
That's right.
As Google wants to find us as the best podcast to sleep to. Krissy, we've been piling up and piling up and piling up for the last couple of months, and I feel like the dam's about to burst. So I think it's time that we take all of these listener questions that we have for Uncle Bryan, and we just put them out there
and let the dam
burst. Just
let the river flow.
Let it flow. Remember those experiments we're going to do in space? SpaceX.
Yes.
Just let it explode. It's another commercial break inside of the commercial break. Krissy and I want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for listening to this silly little podcast. So many kind notes, text messages, and voicemails, and you're always asking, what can we do to help support the show? How can we get involved? Visit tcbpodcast.com. Not only can you find all of the audio and all of the video there, you can press the Contact Us button and drop us an email. Questions, comments, concerns, or content ideas are all welcome, or you can hit us up on the TCB hotline, 661-237-8296. I don't need to tell you, but I will. That's 661, the word best, the number 2, YO-YO. We love our new YouTube videos, youtube.com/the commercial break. Our executive producer, Morgan, adds a layer of hilarity that I know you're going to enjoy. So go visit the YouTube channel, the one and only, very lonely, at the commercial break on Instagram. Don't forget to patron our sponsors whenever you're in the market for their products or services, and make sure you tell them the commercial break sent you by using the specialized URLs and or codes that we give during the commercial breaks. We know you're enjoying BTY Fridays, and we want to hear from you. There's just a couple more left, so please drop us a line and tell us which segment from an older episode you'd like to hear on Best to Yo Fridays. Now we got to pay some bills, so we'd really appreciate it if you'd stick around and take a listen, and then we'll be back to this episode of the commercial break. Grazie.
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
Deep underground, the Jelly Belly factory, BB is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?
So without further ado, by popular demand...
by popular demand, and let's get in the mood here.
Let's get in the mood.
Yep.
We need everybody to take a deep, long, hard, why Bryan breath. Let's bring in Uncle Bryan. Hi, everybody.
Get the incense going.
It smells delicious in here. What is that? Is that a Victoria's Secret candle?
It is.
Pineapple asshole? I think that's... That's what I smell. It's delicious.
Yes.
Is that a candle or is that your panty spray? Can't tell. But it's delicious. Thank you, Krissy. Thank you for inviting me.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Bryan. Thank you.
Where's our little
everybody.
sound bath? Ding.
Yeah, I want to bathe you in sound. Usually I'm bathing you in Krissy and Bryan's nonstop laughter and chatter. Today I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to pour the warm waters of sound over you. There you go. How are you feeling now?
Feels so good.
Yes.
It's very relaxing.
Lovely. You can catch a cola with that water. Be careful. Don't put it in your mouth. It's like a public pool. You don't know where people have been. Monkeypox. Monkeypox is on its way.
That's right.
Okay. I would love to answer some questions if somebody has one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. It's my purpose on earth.
Here we go with Uncle Bryan. Well, let's start with something.
Yeah, let's warm our way into it.
Yeah, and since we're just getting in the mood here, someone wrote in and said, Uncle Bryan, what is your favorite yoga position?
Oh, there's so many. There's so many wonderful ones.
many.
The downward dog, the double chicken, the peacock. But I think I'd have to say that my favorite yoga position of all time is the reverse cowboy. You need a partner for this one. It's hard. It's hard to do on your own. It should be hard. Everything should be hard when you're doing the double reverse cowboy. Krissy, would you like me to demonstrate? Would you like to be my partner today?
Well, let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
Bryan, we'll
Talk to Jeff.
We'll get back to that. Yeah.
Talk to Jeff. Explain to him that this isn't about sex. It's about exploration.
Open
Tell
your
him you'll be a
chakras.
better lover if you can be with better lovers. That's what I always said. I love what. If I could find a better lover, I could be a better lover.
That's right. You got to try different things.
That's right, Krissy. Explorations in the deep annals of sex. Wow, I felt like that was a good one to warm up with.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, next. Don't be
Okay.
afraid. Bring it right at me.
Okay, so we
Full
have
force.
we have another caller or another writer.
Hey,
in
we got a caller. Line number 7. Okay, no joking around.
Okay, so Uncle Bryan,
Yes.
my wife and I recently separated.
It's a tough situation.
I have always found her best friend attractive.
Oh,
And we see each other frequently at the local bar.
it's a great place to
Is
go.
it okay to approach?
Sure. Feel free to approach. From behind is the best way, I feel like. It always catches them off guard. I've always said to myself, Krissy, if you love something, let it go. So I think it's time to let go of that pesky little wife of yours and get after her best friend. It's new. It's like I said, exploration.
That's right.
Yeah, don't worry about
The
what
wife will totally understand.
The wife is understanding. You just have to say to her, your friend is better looking. This isn't about us. It's about me. This isn't about our children. This is about me. I'm on my own personal journey. We're all on our own personal journey.
We are.
And
yeah.
we can't let others' opinions color our perceptions, Krissy. If that was the case, how would I ever have sex? So what I say is go for it. Go for it. Because at the end of the day, you know you're headed for divorce. just asking that question indicates you're headed for divorce.
Yes.
Good one. Good one, caller.
Yeah, that caller might want to go ahead and get divorced beforehand, though.
Get an
because
attorney.
There might be a struggle down the road
That's right.
if he's approached her best friend.
Well, just tell her to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Say,
Oh,
hush your
okay.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Covered
what
up-
I do.
Covered up with lies.
An NDA. It's always a good thing to sign before you approach a best friend for sex. That's what I do, Krissy. I say, listen, the universe will handle it, but paperwork makes great friends.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one.
Oh, please.
And Dear Uncle Bryan, recently I went to a wedding. Now, this kind of goes back to our other wedding stories.
We got a lot of people going to weddings.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Uncle
Usually
Bryan.
it doesn't end well for anybody.
Thad.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Thad, Pete, they're all fucked.
Okay. Recently, I went to a wedding with my girlfriend, and she
How lovely.
she was flirting with another man.
Okay.
touching him on the back, giggling at all his jokes, talking to him in the corner of the reception.
Wow. Ballsy.
Now she wants to invite him to my birthday party.
This is great
What would
news.
you do?
This is great news for you and everybody involved. I say, bring another dick into the bedroom. Why not?
Yeah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, my friend. First and foremost. Second of all, if, in fact, your lover is unfortunately with another man, flirting with another man,
Yes.
this is what we call in the yoga industry a free ticket.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. It's game time. Go play, my friend. Have fun out there in the world. But don't be afraid. Bring another
Don't be
penis into the
jealous.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't be jealous.
You know what I say is better than one penis? Two penises. That's what I've always said to myself. I've been trying to grow a second penis, as a matter of fact, in a Peachtree dish.
Why Bryan 3000?
Why Bryan 3000
My
will
hell.
grow a second penis in some circumstances. It's in the small print. Don't worry about it. Oh, DP for everybody, if you know what I mean. DP. DP for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're in trouble if she's holding on, if she's talking in the corner secretly to somebody first of all.
Right.
And then she wants to invite him to your birthday party?
I know.
What is going on there? Wow. That's
set
I would
stage.
I would say, honey, I think we should talk about that. Let's talk that through a little bit.
Okay.
Please.
Continue.
I guess.
Okay. Uncle Bryan, how do you feel about the multiverse? If
it-
it exists, does that mean that time is just a construct?
Wow. What a complicated
deep.
What a complicated question.
This is deep.
How in the world would I know?
This is DP.
This is DP. This is double penetration deep. I don't know. There's no way for me to know. But I will say this. If the multiverse is anything like the metaverse, then I don't want to have anything to do with it. Because they don't like me
They
there.
don't like you there.
They don't like old white men poking around the metaverse.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. They have a no old white men policy in the metaverse.
That's using a desktop.
Yes, that's using a desktop. I think even if I wasn't using a desktop, I'd probably be shunned. But that's okay. It's everybody else's turn. We've had a go at it, and we've made a mess of things. We've made a mess of things. So I'll give somebody else a turn. Listen, there's no way to know. Time is in fact a construct of our own imagination, and there's nothing we can do about that. So before we all get mind fucked, let's just move on to the next question.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Uncle Bryan.
Oh,
I
like the way you said that.
want to be a manager at my office.
Oh.
But my boss doesn't seem to like me. What can I do?
Well, besides stating the obvious,
Do that double.
do the DP.
do that double yoga move.
Do the double yoga position. You
Yes.
want to do the reverse cowboy. If you bring that to the office, everyone's going to be highly entertained. And I guarantee there's a position. You're going to move into some kind of position. I'm not sure what it'll be.
If it's manager
Yeah,
or not.
Manager
maybe.
or not, one way or the other, you're going to be in a position. There's only one way to deal with difficult circumstances at the office. That is to do what Frankie B would do. Take your shirt off, break through the wall, and say, "Look at my body!" That'll get him talking. And
Yes.
I don't know if you're a young lady or a young man or whatever you may identify as, but I have to say that there's nothing like a little office nudity to bring everybody together.
I agree.
I think if you were
What's
born
a
that
little
way.
office nudity among friends?
Yes. I'd say get a copy of Lady Gaga's You Were Born This Way, play it loud, and run through the office with as little clothing as you feel comfortable with. Try a couple shots of tequila.
Born this way. Yes. Okay.
By the way, my attorney would like to remind you you'd be an idiot to take any of this advice seriously. I have to put a disclaimer in the front of this episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. Okay, so Uncle Bryan,
Okay.
I hear you making fun of Bigfoot hunters all of the time, but I do believe I have seen a Bigfoot.
Wow.
Can you admit there's a small chance that these things exist?
If you're talking about morons, yes, I can admit that there's a small chance that those exist. No, not to demean you, my friend. I understand. You were probably over by the whacking tree, drinking some moonshine, thought you saw a Bigfoot. But here's the truth. They don't exist. Because if they did, someone would be really famous for seeing them. There's a lot of people on this earth. And most of those people have eyes. Most of those eyes can see something. And my friend, if Bigfoot did exist, we would have already seen him.
Yeah.
Captured him, put him on TMZ, and made a porn movie with him. So let's just all realize that Bigfoot would be the most famous person in the world should he exist, right? Or creature in the world. And it just hasn't been found. There are whole television shows dedicated to finding this guy, and no one has seemed to find him. So I suggest just to put a nice cap on this, Krissy.
It could just be a big hairy guy.
Yes. Could just be yeah. Some people might say I have big feet. I don't know. What I suggest is you crawl back to the hole from whence you came. I've got another.
Go back to the metaverse.
I've got some swampland I can sell you in Florida. Have you ever heard of flat Earth, my friend?
Yes.
Okay, please.
All right,
I'm ready.
here we go. Continue.
Oh, this feels good.
Okay.
Getting warmed up.
Yeah, that's right. Here's one from a caller.
From a caller.
Uncle Bryan, what is love?
Oh, this is a deep question.
I mean, it really
It's like the
is.
multiverse question. Love, I find, is never having to say you're sorry for sleeping with your best friend. Or her best friend.
Yeah. Either one. Or
Either
both.
one. Or both at the same time.
Exactly.
Love is a deep feeling of satisfaction and friendship and trust that you have with another human being. Or small animals or inanimate objects like a Mickey Mouse collection or something like
Or
that.
the roller coaster.
Yes. Or a roller coaster. Or a blue Toyota Sentra from 1987. Or in Brian's case, a Dick Tracy collection that he keeps in his closet. He's sure someday will be worth money. I find that when you have love with inanimate objects, it's easier to break up with them.
Yeah, it is.
You don't feel so much pain when things go wrong. And
They certainly don't.
They don't. That's the key. That's right. The therapy bills are much cheaper because there's only one of you attending. I mean, you can bring your Toyota Celica, but it's hard to fit them in the door. But far be it from me to tell you who to love, my friend. You'll know love when it happens to you.
You'll know what love is.
That's right.
When it happens.
That's
to
right.
you.
Usually
Keep
comes
trying.
with an erection. I'll
Keep
just
trying.
say that much if you're a man.
Keep
Yes.
trying.
Keep trying. Keep trying.
Keep trying, caller.
That's what my wife says to me often. Keep trying. You're almost there, right?
Okay. All right, let's see. Uncle Bryan?
Yes.
My partner does not seem to be in the mood, quote unquote,
Uh-oh.
very often.
This is a tough
How
one.
do I get him interested in sex again?
I would say bring another woman into the bedroom. Cure it up real quick. Well, there's a couple of reasons why guys might not be interested in sex, Krissy. And let me list a few of them.
Okay.
They may have organic or inorganic erectile dysfunction. Luckily, Y Bryan 3000, with its pharmaceuticals, can help almost any man get back in the mood. Get them that zest they've been looking for. That zest back in the bedroom they've been looking for.
Life.
Yeah. I think this is a common problem.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through their ups and downs. Everybody
Sure.
has moments of peak sexuality, and then they, for whatever reason, they take a nap sexually. I don't even know how it goes.
Yeah, I would say maybe would like how long have they been together?
Yeah, and I'd also say that, try changing it up. It's probably all your fault.
Yeah.
And so I don't want you to feel bad
Exactly.
about that, but, maybe go to a therapist or
Strap on those high heels.
send them to a strip club. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Who recommended that?
So somebody, some genius that we've covered, recommended that it's all your fault and you should get dressed in sexy things when he comes home. And, if he wants to get freaky deaky, you got to get freaky deaky with him.
Yeah, just go there.
Yeah, basically, it's all your fault. I'm assuming you're a woman and I'm assuming he's a man, and it's all your fault then. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Good advice, solid advice from Krissy and I. We're
Solid.
we're here all week.
Okay, Uncle Bryan.
Of course.
The guy I like has put me in the friend zone.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, this happens often, Krissy. More often than we like to think.
Mm-hmm.
This is a scourge.
But I feel...
It's a pandemic.
I feel the sexual tension every time we are together.
Oh, God, I know.
I think we would be great together. What should I do?
Well, I don't know. You could tie him up for a couple days down in your basement to make him see the error of his ways. But that's frowned on in like 36 of the states, so you have to be careful. You check your local listings for that one. You know what I do to get out of the friend zone?
Okay.
I ask someone to come over for, a sesh, a chill sesh. That's what I do. And the first thing that I turn on, My 600-Pound Life on TLC.
Yeah.
I get him in the mood.
Right.
I light some candles, like vanilla and butthole over here from Victoria's
Pineapple.
Secret. Yeah, pineapple and butthole. And I'll cook dinner oftentimes.
Yeah.
Good mac and cheese always takes care of it. Maybe you've got an air fryer. You got those chicky nuggies that you like to feed the kids.
Chicken nuggets are really good in the air fryer,
I know.
by the way.
That's
They're
right.
very
They are.
good.
And I'll go the extra mile and go up to Chick-fil-A and just drive through the drive-thru to ask for some sauce. They can't refuse you. It's against the Chick-fil-A policy.
Oh, I didn't know that. You can also buy the sauce at the store.
Why would I buy it when they give it to me for free? I just have to wait for 20 to 30 minutes in the drive-thru. But what am I doing? I don't have any extra time on my hands. So then, I'll put a spread together. I'll turn on TLC. I'll sit her on the couch, and I'll say, "This is our moment, right now. If it doesn't happen right now, then we will never talk to each other again." And imagine if the universe is giving you a gift and you're not even willing to receive it. And oftentimes that doesn't work, but at least I'm trying.
You're putting yourself out there.
Nothing says love like a Chick-fil-A sauce packet and My 600-Pound Life.
Air fryer chicken nuggets.
That's right. Air fryer chicken nuggets. Yeah. Listen, I think you just got to try a little harder. I think that's the point. You got to tell them how you feel and
go for the gusto
and corner them. Like a wild animal. Corner them. This is 2022. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Everybody's going crazy. Why don't you? Everybody's losing their shit. You might as well too.
Okay, so Uncle Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your favorite TV talk show host?
Oh.
I know.
What an interesting question. I don't have to think about this very long. It's Maury Povich. He's a standard.
Classic.
He's the standard bearer.
He's a classic.
Think. If you're gonna have a television show or a show at all,
yes,
in the vein of the greats like Johnny Carson, David Letterman, whoever else, Oprah, and Ricky Lake. If you're gonna have,
I feel like every single person in the world has had a TV show.
Of course, they've had a talk show. Look at us. We have a talk show.
Tony Danza.
Tony Danza had a talk show?
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What did he talk about?
Tony Danza stuff.
What happened to Tony Danza?
He's around.
Uncle Bryan asks a question now.
Yes.
What happened to Tony Danza? He's around?
I think he's still around.
He's
yeah.
still around?
He's definitely still alive.
Well, he didn't do much after Who's the Boss, did he?
He did. He had a talk show.
Oh, well, I can't even remember that. I watch more TV than most humans do in a lifetime. I would say, Maury Povich is the standard bearer for our industry.
Okay.
That's what Krissy and I are going for. We're going for that Maury Povich feel on our show.
Yes.
And I think we're getting there. We have time for maybe 2 or 3 more, Krissy, and then
Okay, sounds good.
I think I'm running out of energy.
Uncle Bryan?
I've got that COVID tired. Yes, go ahead.
Uncle Bryan. How many girlfriends have you had in your life, and what was the shortest relationship ever?
Why is my wife asking questions now? How did that one slip by the goalie? Who's producing this show? How many girlfriends have I had? Thousands, really, quite frankly.
Yeah.
If you consider a relationship eye contact. I've had thousands of relationships. They've all been wonderful. They're all special in their own way. They're all meaningful in their own special way. The shortest relationship I've had, I have to think back on that one. The shortest relationship, I had a relationship.
A week.
Yeah.
Since I've known you. I think there was a week-long one.
Was there a week-long one? I feel like it might have lasted a little longer than that. But in my early...
Maybe I just wanted it to last for a week.
I think you wanted it to last for a week, You wanted that girl out of my life. Not because of any reason, but
Yeah,
you thought she was
just-
bad for me. Yes,
yeah.
it was in the friend. I don't want to make sure we're clear on that. I don't want anybody getting their feathers ruffled. The shortest relationship I've ever had, quite frankly, was in my early 20s. And I dated a girl. We went on 2 dates. And then she asked, would you like to be my boyfriend? And I said, yes, I would. Of
Oh, wow.
course.
That sounds nice.
That very night, I find out that she was indeed also sleeping with one of my coworkers.
Oh.
So it lasted all of 3 hours. But it was the best 3 hours of my life.
Aw.
Ignorance is bliss. I should have just
bliss.
ignored the phone call.
Yeah.
Who knows how things would have turned out? Maybe I could be on Maury Povich. It is not your father. You're not the father. Okay, maybe 2.
All right.
like
Well,
we have
we have a caller that's asking, Uncle Bryan, what's it like sitting next to Hoadley every day?
Oh, it's just a delight, wouldn't you know? Just imagine your favorite ice cream, whatever your favorite ice cream is. Puppy breath and the smell of a new car. Just imagine those 3 things together the entire time we're in the studio. That's what it's like sitting next to Krissy Hoadley on a daily basis. I'm contractually obligated to say that. She has written in a no shit-talking clause. I can make fun of anybody but Hoadley. And thank you for that, Krissy. It gives me more clarity on the content I can do and content I can't
I knew
do.
I needed to put that in there.
No, I love Krissy. It's been
I
a
love
wonderful ride.
I love you. Okay, so one more.
Sure, one more.
Okay, Uncle Bryan, my 15-year-old daughter keeps dating bad boys.
Ooh.
I am ready to jump off a bridge. Help.
Yes. This is an easy one.
Coming from one bad boy to
From one bad boy to the other, I can tell you how to get rid of it. Money and alcohol. Those are the 2 things that can get those 2 bad boys away. Now, depending on how smart the bad boy is. I've said this story before and I'll say it again. I used to have a friend. I have a friend, and he used to say this to me often before I had children. I said, I'm really nervous about ever having children because I'm afraid God will give me a daughter. And then one day I'm going to open the door after the doorbell rings, and it's going to be Bryan Green standing right there ready to take my daughter out.
right.
And I said, and he said, so you're afraid of that? And I'm like, yeah, but I think I got him outsmarted. I'm going to have a 12-pack of Bud Light and a couple $100 ready to go. And I'm going to tell my daughter you never showed up. It'll hurt her feelings, but it'll be the best for both of us. Just leave. And my friend said this. If it's really Bryan Green that shows up at the front door, he's going to take the couple $100 in the Bud Light, and he's going to run around the back door and sneak your daughter out of the house. To this I said,
This is true.
True
This
story.
is true.
It's always good when Uncle Bryan takes a stop by.
Thank you, Uncle Bryan.
Send your questions in to 661-237-8296. That's 661, the word best, the number 2, Y-O-YO. Send your Uncle Bryan questions in. We'll stack them up over the course of a month or 2, and then we'll let them go.
Release the hounds.
Yes, that's right. Build and release. Build and release. That sounds like a Tantra video now. Oh, my God. Build and release. Build and release.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Well, there you go. There you have it. Uncle Bryan. You
One
won't
down
find
in the
that at a
books.
gas station in Florida, I'll tell you that much. But, it's a good time, and it's a good time to remind ourselves of Rachel McGrath and how much we love her. So we love you, Rachel. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
You're a fantastic human being. And, we love you. So, BTY Fridays.
BTY Best
Continue.
to Yo Friday.
Here on the commercial break. Everybody loves it. We're getting excited about...
I'm so excited
Yeah.
because there's so many moments over the years,
Yeah, and
really, that this is, been going on.
Yeah,
We've been doing.
I know. It's hard to believe the years with an S. Years. Feels like a prison we put ourselves in. Now there's no end in sight. Now we got obligations and shit. What are we going to do? We got that billboard campaign we still got to pay off. But I will say this to you, my friends. BTY Fridays are going to continue probably through the end of September. So we have maybe 2 more spaces. We've had a lot of people call. We've got a couple of ideas, but maybe we have 1 or 2 more spaces for another idea for an episode. So if you have an episode or 2, preferably from episode 101 to 150. We can't find one anymore. From 3 to 150, in between that range. If you have an episode that you think was extra funny, is interesting, or you'd like to hear just the best part of that episode, let us know at 661-237-8296. Go to tcbpodcast.com, hit the Contact Us button, write us a note. If you're really brave, you can leave us a voicemail on 661-BEST to you.
Which we've had people doing.
We do. We have people doing. At the Commercial Break on Instagram. And I will tell you this much. If you are not tuned into the YouTube channel, you are missing out on an extra layer of hilarity. YouTube.com/The Commercial Break. Okay, well, Krissy, I guess that's all we can do today.
I think so,
But I will say this, I love you.
I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Until next time, Krissy and I do say and always say and will say, bye.
Looking for a new career? Welcome to Do HVAC Training Service Center in North Charleston. Enroll today in our comprehensive HVAC training hands-on field experience-based program, covering troubleshooting, maintenance, installation, and more on various HVAC systems and ductwork. We offer EPA and NAEP preparation and testing, along with various certifications. Enjoy payment options. Achieve certification in under 5 months. Enroll now for your new journey of skill development and career advancement. Log on to DEWHVACTrainingSC.com to inquire.
Deep underground the Jelly Belly factory, BB is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I started again.
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled 6th edition. Are you brave enough? Deep underground the Jelly Belly factory, BB is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I started again.
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled 6th edition. Are you brave enough?